the world's cuisines, few evoke intrigue and respect like Japanese food due to its exoticism. Chef on Chef returns this time with the spotlight on this delicate culinary craft from the land of the rising sun that places integral weight on raw seafood, fresh produce and generational techniques perfected by intuition of the chef for the ingredients of the seasons. This is Chef on Chef, Season 2, Washoku. Countless new spots have popped up around town, and among them is Hibiki in the equally new and posh Shops at Four Seasons Place. Helmed by Chef Makoto Saito, or more warmly known as Chef Sam among his regulars, the establishment is only a few months old. But Chef Makoto brings to the table his craft, which he has been perfecting for close to 2 decades.
Motomotoの意味はハーモニーであったり、ハートムービング、心を響くっていう感動するとかっていう意味なんです。皆さんウイスキーの名前で響きっていうのは覚えやすいんで、そういう意味でも覚えやすい名前であって、でも実はこういう意味があるよっていうので選んだんですけど、僕の考えるのは、ただお寿司を提供するだけじゃなくて、空間ごと提供、体験というか空間を提供したいと思ってるんですよ。リラックスする場所として、で人と出会う場所、ここでやっぱりお客さん同士が出会ったんですよね。そういうのが本当は江戸前スタイルというか。
The Edo style he mentions refers to the classic boundaries set by his training that emphasizes traditional methods, which is the opposite of what his visiting chef Jeff Ramsey is known for.
Hi, good afternoon.
こんにちは。はい、hello.
Hi, Chef.
ジェフさんいろいろんな新しいことをやってる方なので、あえて僕的にはすごくシンプルにいきたいなと思って。
How will Chef Makoto meet Jeff halfway to come to a middle ground in their difference in cooking styles?
Nice.
Thank you for coming.
Hi. Thanks for having us. Nice place.
Yes, the entrance may be here inside of a grocery store, but when you come in, you are taken into Sam's world. It's very simple, but it's simple so that you can focus on what's most important.
これなんか喋るんですか？
すごい包丁ですね。綺麗ですね。名前ついてないから。
これ特注で作ったんですよ。
カスタムですか？
はい。
Touch another man's knife. It's like touching another man's wife.
Yes, knife and the wife are alike.
So knife and wife, which one's higher?
Both of them. It's a maintenance. Take care every night. Sometimes sharp. It hurt me, right?
Because I'd heard that he's really fun behind a sushi bar, and I feel like my personality will match better with Sam and his experience, and it turned out to be the case. So I'm really happy about that.
Chef Makoto seems eager to impress, serving his Hassan almost immediately after Jeff and Chu get seated.
It's a representation of the moments in the season now, so place and time sort of thing, done at like fine dining Japanese restaurants.
The appetizer is a selection of fresh tomato or hitashi, sweet potato, seasonal edamame called chamame, and kobashira, or mussel.
Okay, 左からスタートですね。
はい。
To me, it's a really strong flavor to start with. I just fell down the rabbit hole right away. I feel like it's clam. It's not fishy or anything, but it's clam. It's got a pronounced taste. But I think the grilling on the clam helps bring out the sweetness. It was very tasty.
A warm, hearty soup is next, one laced with tradition, cooked with hamo, pike eel, and seasonal mushrooms.
Oh, are you gonna do it with me?
Wow, smells really good.
This is super Japanese to me, sure. So you pour a little bit and then you eat a little bit. I mean, wow, I think this reminds me of the first time I ever had dobin mushi, also in a sushi restaurant. And I'm there right now in my mind. I'm back then. I'm 18 years younger or something like that now.
18 years old.
Yeah. Oh, I wish. This soup is like the fountain of youth. Pike eel, it's called hamo, is considered one of the most difficult ingredients to use in Japanese cuisine.
Very difficult.
There's so many bones in there that you can't take out. Someone eventually developed a technique where you can cut through the bones,
Only bone.
but not all the way through the flesh, and they cut it into such small pieces that when it's cooked, you can't even taste the bones.
Condiments, often an afterthought, are not compromised either.
This is wasabi, fresh wasabi. Especially this one is miso, two types. This one is red horseradish. Red and blue.
Okay.
Red one is goes well with the fish. なんていうのかな、辛さの中に甘みがあるタイプです。で、青い方は本当辛さがツンとくるんで、ビーフとかのがいいですね。
This reminds Chef Makoto of a Malaysian habit that puzzles him.
One is wasabi, put in the soy sauce and like a mix. わさびはこのお魚の上に乗っけてそのまま醤油をつけて食べるのがいいですね。混ぜない。
なんでそれが間違いと聞いてた？
なるほどなるほど。なんでっていうと、わさび醤油溶かしちゃうとわさびのせっかくの香りとか消えちゃいますからね。
The freshness of Japanese seafood becomes front and center in the following dish.
It's so much softer, the uni, when it hasn't been treated with any of the preservatives.
実際 KL は今すごく新鮮な食材が入るようになったので、実際築地の友達なんかもいて電話してすぐこういうの出すよって言ってとってもいい食材が今入るので、あまり凝ったことをせずにその素材が一番生きる形のものを提供したいっていうのがまず根本にあるんですよ。
Halfway into the meal, the chefs began to find parallels in what they do. The age-old art of omakase.
Everybody talks about Japanese food as an omakase experience. What does omakase mean to you?
Actually, here omakase means all day change.
All day
本
change?
当のお任せは本当その人のお客さんに合わせたものですよね。僕の修行したお寿司屋さんはカウンター10席しかなくてメニューないんですよ。ドリンクも食事のメニューも。ただ座ってここで会話をしながらサーブしていくんですよね。それが本当のお任せですよね。
And no menu, no price.
No price. No menu, no price.
Dangerous.
One of the most difficult part is making rice, in my opinion. Because we can make good rice one day, but every day, same condition is very difficult. Especially in Japan, we have a 5 seasons, rainy season. Temperature and humid, every time different. So we need to adjust water amount and how many minutes soak.
But Chef Makoto's attention to his rice pays off with his 8-piece sushi course. It's the perfect balance to bring out the best of any seafood he tops it with.
Kawahagi desu.
Thank you.
Fire fish.
It's like the best.
Kawahagi, triggerfish, right? Same. Triggerfish.
That taste I just had was like a umami bomb.
When you put it in your mouth, you go, mmm. I think that's important.
No need to talk.
Yeah, no need to talk. The main thing is,
Yeah, and with no analysis necessary.
Then comes Ishigaki Gai, an enticing clam sushi.
石垣貝。今が旬の貝ですね。
It's like a torigai.
The next seafood Chef Makoto spotlights is an exquisite baby squid. To illustrate its freshness, he peels off the skin whole, a feat only possible in the freshest catch.
これが今旬の新イカです。
今のネタって醤油使ってないでしょうね。
これは塩ですね。
Chef Makoto then whips out a bluefin tuna. This time, he uses another rice. Can the chefs tell the difference?
Some bluefin tuna from Boston. Boston and the fish market stay 2 days or 1 day and then come to Malaysia.
He uses 2 types of rice for one sushi meal.
Now normal restaurant using, now the out of restaurant using the red vinegar again. This one, Edo style.
The Honjitsu no Supisharu, or pièce de résistance, comes from Kyushu, the southernmost Japanese main island. Jeff shares a simple tip to better enjoy sushi. Just in time for the glorious uni.
So what I like to do when I eat the sushi is I like to make the fish go on the side first, because whatever touches your tongue first when you eat something, you get the most flavor from it. So if you put the rice on your tongue first, your sushi is going to taste like rice. But if you put the uni on your tongue first, you're going to taste a lot of uni. When you have good sushi, you just want to have more good sushi.
Next is anago, or saltwater conger eel, not to be confused for its barbecued version, unagi.
The Okinawa salt. For sushi, others make sushi is better. Yeah.
When you go sit down and eat sushi, at a really good sushi place, it's going to taste better than the sushi you make yourself. Or sushi that you pay to eat tastes better than the sushi you make yourself.
To understand just how much precision and art goes into Japanese cuisine, look no further than tamago.
How well is it prepared? There's a learning curve to making good tamago yaki, and it's got to be cooked in a square frying pan, layer by layer, and you sort of cook one layer of egg and you flip it over, flip it over, flip it over, slide that new bit to the front, pour in the next layer, put that under the first layer, and roll again and again and again, and build up the layers by layers and layers. I think that it's, look, it's bright yellow all the way through. You can see the layers, but they're definitely married together. I think this represents a high level of skill. Probably the nicest I've seen in KL.
With the Mont Blanc dessert comes the perfect ending to the night. A glass of Martel XO cognac, which takes Chef Makoto back to his days of apprenticeship.
Actually, my master, I really like this.
Oh wow.
So after working, sometimes I bring bar and order this.
This takes you back to your childhood. Yeah, well, I think you're a perfect ambassador for KL. And I think it's great to have you here. To me, sushi restaurants like this, very intimate personal space, and it's a shame if you don't get to connect with the chef himself. Cheers. Thank you for today. It's been wonderful.
At Hibiki, Chef Makoto's personality shines through in cuisine and hospitality. Dining at Hibiki is getting to know the chef himself.
でお寿司っていうのはジャズとか俳句とかと同じように限られたこの世界の中これしか使っちゃいけないっていう中でそういう意味で個性が立つことが大事だな。じゃあ自分の個性って何だろうと思ったらやっぱり素材を生かしたシンプルな作り方。
Next up, Chef Makoto visits Chef Jun Wong at Kikubari. Where she is known for her progressive Japanese cuisine. And will her Japanese-French fusion impress?
Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode of Chef on Chef. ファーストクラスでは2人のラッキーなカップルに今日の食事のジェフとチューさんがしてくれたお食事をプレゼントしてます。Log on to www.firstclass.com.my to win.
Chef on Chef is brought to you by Martell, the oldest of the great cognac houses. Be curious. Drink responsibly.